that brings us to the fact that the 1-to-1 ratio, intake versus destruction, is very rare, and people are just continuing to fill up their evidence rooms. And it's important that people are starting to, or I guess implementing, making sure they're keeping track of that and trying to strive for a 1-to-1, because no matter what, no matter how big your space is, you're always going to fill up if you keep taking in more than you are getting rid of. So
yep. And there's so many, we could dive so deep on this purging problem alone.
Yes.
But there's like a couple core issues with purging, right? I think most people would say staffing, like they don't have enough staff to purge. So they only have enough staff to intake stuff, but not enough to outtake, get stuff out. But then we've also heard of departments that really don't have the knowledge. They're not trained on the state statutes or the laws. They don't understand what they have to keep or what they have to throw away. So some units we see are like purging things they shouldn't be purging. And then some units are going the opposite way, where they're too terrified or something's happened and they threw something away that they shouldn't have. So now they don't purge anything. They're like never going to throw anything away again. Or their chain of command is saying that, they have a chain of command that's like, you're never going to throw this away or whatever. So do you guys have any recommendations for people on how to get closer to that 1-to-1?
Well, I think with the 1-to-1, I think it's really important to, like you were talking about it, where you're like, well, people don't have the staffing. And the other thing we see a lot is that the dispositional case reviews falls solely on the evidence technician, which, best practice is it really shouldn't. It should involve the case investigator, the detective, or even the investigative supervisor or somebody at that level, so that you have more sets of eyes looking at these cases and helping with case review, looking into the court cases. Have there been charges made, or has the statute of limitations run out, or has this case gone to court and it's been adjudicated, or they've been discharged from probation, or whatever it may be. But having more sets of eyes looking at that stuff is very helpful. I know for my department, it's myself and then my supervisor. We have 2 sets of eyes going through each case just to make sure we're not missing stuff. Is this case truly done? We don't want to throw anything away beforehand, but we came from that same fear of don't get rid of anything.